Welcome back. This is my last video. My phone paused and I was just not wanting it to delete. But you are somebody that you are releasing. You are letting go of an old version of yourself, and also like past life karma. 922 doesn't say this. I stay baffling myself here. I'm saying that you're letting go of friends, people that you once thought they were your friends, old ways of thinking of how to help people or show up for people in certain communities. You're finally outgrown a certain society or friend group here. It could also be like with a network. A lot having to do with like you are now looking for a group of people that are dependable, that are actually gonna show up for you, that are actually gonna be loyal to you, that will actually be down for you and not betray you. And probably in the past, you have this belief that anybody that you encounter is gonna show up for you, or like they're gonna have your back, and that was not the case. Like you had to learn that the hard way through trials and tribulations. Here, I'm seeing heavy 11th house placements. I'm seeing Aquarius, so you might have 11th house placements or Aquarius placements here, and your South Node can also be in Aquarius. So, with that being said, you're letting go. You're releasing this Captain Save-A-Ho, because you just kept showing up for people, and you were saving people from their own karma, from their own consequences, from their own choices that they created for themselves. And so we're ending this stuff. You're done with the people pleasing, showing up for others that can't even show up for you. And this can also go vice versa for yourself as well. You expected people to show up for you, but you couldn't even show up for yourself. And that's just keeping it real here. Yep. And a lot of this stuff is going to drastically change for you. There is going to be a drastic change come through. And that's going to be you allow yourself to shine and be the center stage. Because this group or society that you were surrounded with, they were overshadowing you. They weren't letting you shine or be out there. Or you were even allowing this be the ghost of the town. And we're not with that stuff. In this lifetime, you are meant to be out, to have fun, to show your creativity, show your passions, have that confidence. And because you were in these friend groups, you weren't even, for one, you were not allowing yourself, and for others, it was just you weren't having that free space to do so. And I can see there was probably a tug of war back and forth, wanting to, but you just couldn't be out there, two people shine together type deal. Oop. Yep. Yeah, and this could also be unconscious fears and past life stuff having to do. But you're healing that right now, because you're man, I do deserve to be out in the spotlight. I do deserve to be center stage. It's not bad. It's not a selfish thing. It's not horrible. Some people are meant to be part of the community, part of the group, to help others as a whole. And there's others where you're the star and you're the own inspiration. You're the one that inspires everybody else by you just shining. And that was a big deal here. And it seems the cage has finally opened up because you're releasing this. Yeah. And a lot has to do with your masculine side. There was probably a lot of masculine figures or even your own masculine that just had this wound about showing up and allowing it to take action to be the star, center stage. I'm hearing self-sabotage. There is times where you self-sabotage yourself from taking acknowledgement of you do deserve to get your recognition, your flowers. There is many times where you denied it from yourself because you feel you were unworthy, but that was because of this wound screaming at you. There was just a masculine figure in your life that made you feel you were unworthy. You didn't deserve this. You have to earn it. Or you have to betray yourself or blend in to make other people comfortable. And that was way far from the case, because your path is meant to shine. Your path is to be a creator, to be artistic, to be a star. And I'm saying like this could have also shown up in like, in the way that you learned, or you thought. This was like afflicting the way that you were looking at the world and also perceiving the world because of this past pain. Yeah, and I can see it's been a challenge for you because you're wanting to see the world in a different way, but you're having to let go of like these shadows. That like those voices, those thoughts, those beliefs. And that's why I say like you are literally like opening up the cage and releasing. Because you're letting go of this old version of yourself, you're releasing old karma. This is like old karma that like from a past life that you're releasing in this lifetime. What else for you guys? Yeah. And you really have to just like really think to yourself, like you have to have like some like an amount of balance. What's this? Yeah, with having your own confidence. Like, like there's like this like stance where it's like very self-centered and very selfish type of confidence. Like you're like arrogant and you're not caring for anybody else. But there's the other one where it's like love and loyalty to yourself. Like you can still be center stage, but also like not be a crappy human individual. That's like, oh well, you don't get to shine because I'm the only one that's meant to shine. Like no, 644 as I'm saying this like, and I see like you probably dealt with a lot of people that did that shit to you, especially in your community. Like they didn't let you shine, and so now the gears are shifting. There is going to be a drastic change. This could be like a change in environment as well, or a change of friend group or community. Take it as however, but you're realizing like there shouldn't be any reason to dim yourself and not be loyal to yourself, even if it's like a flock or a group of people that have their own opinion, their own belief systems in regards to how you should shine, or how you should be creative and different, or show up in the world. And I'm seeing like this has been a very much a challenging thing for you. The Spirit's just saying like just because it's a challenge, and I'm hearing The Climb by Miley Cyrus, and you're so close, like you're getting so close on top of that mountain. I'm letting you know right now. Spirit just says keep nurturing yourself, mother yourself, be there for yourself, be your your own cheerleader. You don't have to be waiting for other people to cheer you on. You don't need that outside validation like that. As long as you're cheering yourself on, and as long as you know you have a purpose, you have a vision, you have a goal, or you have that outlet that just lights you up. Who gives a fuck what anybody else thinks? It's really having to do with yourself and how you view yourself. And we're so dumb with caging ourselves up just to fit in. We're not doing that. We're not fucking doing that. Yeah, and it's gonna require you to take some freaking discipline here. And actually celebrate when it comes to your accomplishments. Because sometimes it seems like you don't even celebrate yourself. Because you're too worried about how everybody else is gonna perceive it or feel about it. And it's like, yo, you're the star. You're the star in this story. Act like it. You don't see an actor asking how did I do? No. You don't see a singer asking people how did I do with my vocals? Did you like my song? To their fans? No. So why are you questioning yourself like that? Let yourself shine and don't it's meant to be art. Art shouldn't be questioned, just admired and felt. And that's the end of the story on this one. You just have to discipline yourself. You're just an artist at the end of the day. And you should just take care of yourself and nurture yourself. And know that you are destined to be, center stage. What else for you guys? What else? So I can end the reading before time is up. Yep, it's gonna take you some time to structure in and nurture yourself when it comes to home. And a lot has to do with your family roots. I'm gonna do a part 2 because this reading is going on. Yeah.